All right. Hey, everybody. Just throwing this out there in response to Mary's thinking about the fact that students are still visible once, or assignments are still visible once a student has submitted, and the idea that would it be possible to hide them from view. Um, to my knowledge, that is not possible. However, what you can do is control your module settings so that students will like get a check mark when it's done, things like that. I set up the new hire course with these settings to kind of show you what that looks like. So let me go into our new hire course. Okay. And so here you can, for example, see our module 1. Do you see here where it says mark done, submit? Okay. Or even a little bit later down when it's an actual assignment. Like here with the top tips, you have to contribute. For this assignment, you have to submit an assignment. And when you do, let me go into student view. Okay. When you do you see that little check mark there? That tells me, so this is me as just sort of test student, right? That tells me that's completed. So it's a good thing for kids to have. And you can see here, that's not checked off because it says I have to mark that as done and I have not done that yet. Okay. So, well, how do I get those settings, right? That's the $1 million question. So let me leave student view. And the way you control this is right here where this little plus sign is in the module menu. Cancel. No, I'm sorry, not the plus sign. I'm going to go to the 3 dots and I'm going to go to edit. Okay. And here is where I can add module elements. Okay. And this module only has 3 things. It's got read first, lesson 1, and quiz 1. Now your standard course module will probably have more things, so there's a little bit more organization to do there. But generally speaking, you just work your way through the items. So you can see for this read first, those were the options that I had, and I said I wanted you guys to mark it as done. Same with lesson 1. And then for the quiz, I said you had to submit the assignment. But notice the other options, score at least. So say I set it so that you had to score at least an 8 out of 10. Well, you have to make sure your quiz settings are such that they can have unlimited attempts and score as high as possible until they reach that score that you set, right? And I didn't set an expectation for you on that, but I could have. And then you're going to save those settings. So that's one possible sort of way that you could set that up that might help to help students. I think that's your goal with your question, Mary, which is an awesome question, is to help students know, okay, I did that, and so on. Okay. Hope that helps. If you have questions about setting that up, as always, I am here for you.